We've melted the entire line. There's aluminium everywhere. It's frozen again, but it's... And we'll put some petroleum on that. Do I have any petroleum? No. Do I have any oil? No. Still no? There's no oil anywhere? Seems odd. It's still liquid locked, but we'll see. It's a liquid lock, but it's not vacuum liquid locked, so don't think it's an issue. But there must be some oil mopped up somewhere. I mean, that's mad. Will be now. Oh god, it's just melting immediately. 600 and... It should be fine. It should be fine. Okay. So meanwhile doing other stuff in the background, but this was just a headache we didn't need. Was this is gonna be over pressure down here as well? Alright, where's the... Is that 4? That's 4. Excellent. We'll leave that intact. Although I say leave that intact, there's absolutely no reason to leave that intact because we'll it's gonna be over pressure anyway. No on the back seat. Yep. Oh yeah, that's true actually. I shouldn't do this because I need to get this open. And I don't mind back seating. Oh, it's fine by all means. Chip in, help out. It's, got nothing against that. If there's stuff I need to learn, then I'm happy to find out. You told me the tip on the material science research, which was useful. So always happy to find new stuff out. And then go straight in the next tutorial bite. Let's see, so we'll dig this bit out because then we can decrease this gas pressure to the point where the where that actually works. Okay, so I think what I'll do is I'll put I'll try a steel tile in here instead. Okay, that's now frozen back down. Oh, and that melted. So rebuild that. Meanwhile, Starless Bubbles is over here. Yeah, well, yeah, I don't know. Maybe it was just a temp shift. Maybe that was literally it. But I've used this design before as it is, so I'm a bit confused as to what's happened with that. There shouldn't have been an issue. Where's this? Oh. I want to make it out of steel. And if it above 4 temps. Okay, so this is now liquid locked, but it's not vacuum liquid locked because this is annoying. I'll rebuild that back up. Oh, great. Oh god. I was hoping that was going to drain off, but that's not going to work, is it? So we'll do that. We'll mop this up. What's this set to? Petroleum. Okay. So now the gas pressure down here is below 20, so that vent will work. Okay. and deleted that, which is fine. And okay, that's back up and working. Just make a little bit of petroleum to go on that tile. It's still flowing out. Okay. I think I can now actually keep running the oil in. Just try and cool this down a bit. Although it might get cold enough for the... Okay, we're going to make some more bloody... some more sour gas in the process, unfortunately, but... It's fine. It's fine. Good, go on. Hey. Okay. Forced our way through. Okay, cool. So that's now vacuum liquid locked again. So we'll put that in. This whole area should cool down. I can just fill this up as well. I can fill it up and then that'll just absorb all this heat. Catalina was back, wasn't she? She was back, but I now have no way to fill this rocket with petroleum because we used up all the line, which is rather annoying. So I'm thinking, so we go 5. We go here or here? Go there. So we can find a planetoid that way. We'll need the petroleum. I could pull it out of the storage, but that's not currently connected. We'll try and fix this first, I think. So yeah, these radiant pipes should be, yeah, pulling this. Well, they're pulling the liquid down. Gas is coming. Some more research. Excellent. So research, we've done that one for the suits. So we're pretty much done on the research, you know, minus the hydrogen engine and that nuclear reactor. I won't bother getting the entire tree. There's just no need. Although I feel obliged to because of my propensity to do all achievement runs. So I just by default go for all the achievements even without thinking, so... Yes, this is cooling down. We can fill this back up. Get rid of that warning. Off that mod. Right. Let's Max just fixing that up. To keep forgetting there's nothing going on in space. Yeah. So we're doing quite well over here. I think that's where the Dupes have been working mostly in the background. We're almost done with this, which is good. That's what we're going to need. So this, yeah, this will overheat. I'm just going to disable auto repair. Unfortunately, there's still loads of gas in here. Just wondering if it's worth trying to let it flood out naturally. Just be a little careful here that this doesn't go too high. This is 275, isn't it? Overheat. I'm still sitting around 400. I feel like this is most of the experience for Oni, is just sitting fixing boilers. That's one of the odder ones I've ever seen. But I think what I might do is, if this line can handle it, which I think it can, just add another one. It's going to take a while. It's 40 seconds per turn. Right, so this oil's also getting... No, what are you doing? This oil's getting a bit high. I can put it up to there, that's fine. We'll need to come in and mop this out. Can't have oil in the counterflow. It doesn't work. Rather fix it, I think we're rebuilding it because fixing it uses material. Ooh. I am going to need a lot of ranchers. I don't think I have the space. I've got 14 suits. 14 14 suits and I've got 14 beds. My food's getting... it's a little bit low here. Should probably just be safe and not take any more for now. So this is cooling down slowly. Once this cools down, it'll stop breaking these damn pumps. Got any more skills for Harold and Abe? Yeah. Just go that way for now, just because the carrying's so useful. Oh, volcano's coming soon. We've got a nice pool of magma at least. Yeah, it's quite... to be fair, I've had more. See, this is a lot. I've made more. The thing is, 10 kilos of liquid isn't that much. 10 kilos of gas is quite a lot. So yeah, kind of this whole area's... and it's probably rising because the gas pressure is not that high. I mean, it's not really a problem. Once we start strip mining in earnest, it'll work itself out, and we can always just vent to space. So yeah, I think I don't really have much other choice here. So just quickly get it out. Oh, why is it letting me build wires out of stuff I don't have? I don't get it. So annoying. Well, I don't have one over here, but it's yeah. We'll strip mine, and all the gas problems will be solved. So that's coming. That's coming. We're still going to work on that. I just need to get this built up too. Everything's just going really slowly. I don't know if that's just me, but. Oh, we're chilling down. We're about 340 now. Still, unfortunately, too hot for that. Yeah, but the base has manual airlocks, and gas-wise, so we're kind of up to here. I don't think there's a liquid lock here. Technically, a little bit of oil is actually locking all this in left to right. Oh. You'll find it'll only climb upwards here, and we can vent. Venting's not an issue. This is going to take a little while. Ooh, more magma coming, lovely. Do love watching volcanoes erupt. Feels like it's a rare thing because they take so long, and volcanoes have very few uses, so they're usually left covered up. There you go, Chem. Chem's repairing this. So we'll get this. I think we fixed it, to be honest. I'm sure we fixed the issue. So we just need to get this vacuumed back out. We're already 18 kilos. Oh dear, we're at 18 kilos. Hold on, let's get rid of that. I was just like, let's just destroy this stuff. Don't know what on earth this is doing here. We need to dig more space to make more vacuum. I can dig the oxalite out. I want the oxalite as oxidizer, so in's good. And it won't off gas because there's way too much pressure, so that's fine. These are all just overheating like mad. This is a bit of a waste of steel. Oh god, okay, it's off gassing because there's a tiny bit of oil on it. Great. Of course, it will off gas in a tiny bit of oil. Come on, guys. Didn't think about that. These little mechanics. Okay, Right, so we've taken a kilo a second out, and there's 17. There's 19 tiles in here. It's gonna take a while. So we don't lose too much steel in the meantime. Yeah, this is annoying me now. Just losing oxygen left, right and centre. Good. Okay, well, stop it off gassing. It's a typical scenario when you start a new base. Oh, okay, come on though, you can't start a new base on this. Come on, this is barely a setback. This is minor setback. You can all problems can be solved in only. That's the thing. I mean, the thing is, the base is stable. It's got a cooling loop. We've got loads of food. You know, we've got an endless supply of oxygen. We've got Atmo suits. Everything else can be fixed. Yeah, the dupes are alive. The dupes are safe. Everything else can be fixed. So there's no need to give up on it. We'll be fine. So, yeah. Well, we just keep going. I really want this done, because once this is done, we can really commit to the strip mining. Still a lot of building to do, unfortunately. I'm wondering if I just get rid of these out of steel, because, I mean, it's like, why bother using steel? Because everything's going to overheat in here. May as well just use copper or something. Needs to be less of a waste of steel. I hate wasting steel. We'll still have to mop this out. So if I do, so that'll get that 1, 2, 3, 1, 2. That. That's the minimum we need to break in order to mop. So yeah, probably best not to mop right away. The plan is to start a new one actually on Oasis, but not so challenging. Start up once destroyed. You hate heat. Yeah. You're familiar with cooling loops, though, aren't you, Commander? Because you know I've got this cooling loop. Okay, which is I don't know why it's struggling. Should probably fix that. We'll fix this, but yeah, I mean I've got a cooling loop going, and you know the base is nice and fine, and then everything else good. So this flows around and keeps everything fine. All the plants are good. Everyone's happy. That's good. Yeah, cooling's an important topic. Definitely looking forward to getting to that one on the tutorial bites. I haven't got there yet. That's a couple out, isn't it? It's quite a way out because I've probably got about 10 more to do before I get to cooling. It's going to be an important one because I think a lot of people don't know how to do cooling properly. It's not particularly intuitive, the whole steam turbine aqua tuner thing. It's very powerful, so that's good. Take a little while to keep pumping out. I think as long as we keep the pressure low enough here, we might need to do some more of this. So if I just pull across here, dig everything. I want to dig out that copper. But yeah, there's no point giving up on a base just because of heat. I would say that the late game stuff's really fun, and particularly if you haven't got there, I mean, definitely persevere because a lot of the problems are fixable. And from what I've seen of your playing, it's you're more than capable of fixing it. So you know, I've fixed worse than this. I'll tell you that much. You know, it's usually a case of liquid lock it and then vacuum it out, and you fix a lot of your problems. And if you need a cooling loop, make a cooling loop. So, yeah, more building. Unfortunately, my space stuff has stalled. Really just fixing this. On priority 9. 50 kilos. Watched. Easy to understand the dynamic. Watch a few videos. Ah, good. Thank you. Yeah, no, the feedback's been really good for the tutorial bites. Who do we want? That's actually quite a good dupe, but I don't say I've got space issues right now, so I'm not going to take any more. Yeah, all the feedback's been quite positive from the tutorial bites, which is good. I think they're getting better as well, as I'm just learning tips and tricks as to how to record them properly. I've never really made videos before either, so it's all a learning curve. But the the topics, I've kind of been starting out on the more simple ones, the early game stuff and the fundamentals, and the more complicated stuff is coming soon. So the next video, which is it's close to being done, so I should have that done tomorrow, is on oxygen, where I'll do the whole SPOM setup and everything, which is a bit more complicated. And then I'll have I'll have more mid-game stuff. So there's good stuff coming up. Power management's going to be a key one. I've got bits on suits. I think people struggle with suits, cooling, geysers, and that kind of thing. And then later on, I've got proper, more endgame stuff like nuclear power, rocketry, space materials, wild planting, boilers, all that really, really cool, fun late game stuff that I think a lot of people may not have even tried. So it'll be good. And probably a bit more interesting as well, at least for me anyway, but I think people have been enjoying the ones so far. The infinite storage one's done really well, so for anyone in the chat that's lurking, the YouTube link is just below if you have a scroll down on the Twitch page. Linked it there, so you've got all those tutorial bites in, which kind of short, concise videos on key tutorial bits to help improve your gameplay. So they're much more work than doing a stream. Yeah, do by all means check out late game ones. They're coming. It's going to take me a little while to get there, but there's so many topics. I started off with 44 or so, 45 ideas, and I'm now at well over 65. So the more streams I watch, the more I play, the more ideas I get for topics that I need to cover. Because I want it to be a full, comprehensive guide. I want there to be every topic you can think of in Oxygen Not Included to be covered. So there's a lot to do, and they take quite a bit of production work as well. Got to write all the scripts and then set up the in-game demonstrations, then record it all, then edit it all, and then there's even a bit more work after that to upload it. 'Cause you got to sort out the thumbnails, sort out the description, the chapters, all that stuff. So there's quite a bit of work involved in that. They're good. They're good fun. I like making them. So just hoping that can be a useful reference for everyone. There's definitely some good guides out there already for Oxygen Not Included. See, I watched a load of them to get to where I am currently, but I think I'm not sure if I've seen any that are structured in the way that I've done it, in that they're kind of really punchy, short, scripted bits. So that's probably the USP, the unique selling point for my videos. But yeah, good stuff. So we're almost there on this boiler finally. So we're down to 5 kilos, and once this is up, we should be good to go. Actually, I think. So I can start. Just put in these mop commands, and then we'll close it back up. We're already liquid locked. And the reason why I've deconstructed these ones is because the mop goes to either side, so you only need to mop every third tile and it'll pulling the two either side of it. Like that. Makes a 3 target. That's perfect. I'll just leave that petroleum in. Although, yeah, maybe I shouldn't have done that, because now this is gonna... It's flooding all the wrong way. Perfect. Okay. Might have been better to wait, but it's not going to cost us much. When this is up and running, we'll turn it back on again, and we'll reprime it. So I filled it with oil. We'll just turn this into petroleum first, before we keep the flow coming, and then once this is pretty full, we can turn the flow on, and everything will stabilise out. And I did just dump that in there to cool in the first place. There's a lot of sour gas out here now, but unfortunately we've dug out enough area for it to not overpressurise this vent. If that vent gets overpressure, we'll have problems. So I think fortunately we're there. I'm tempted to swap these for steel just to stop them overheating at this point, because it is cool enough in here now, and they're probably going to have to run a little while. So let's just deconstruct them, and then we'll make steel because it's cool enough. Priority 9. Don't know what I can do with this petroleum. I don't like having just bottled up oil. I don't like having this stuff in here. I don't know where to dump it though, that's the problem. This was set to both, wasn't it? Water. Let's just do that too. So I set to 8, yep. That's where it all went. Let's pop it down there. That's still overheating now, 285. It is technically too hot. So it's slowly pulling. And the key thing is just to check the gas pressure is as far away from the pump as possible, because this is going to be the last bit to get to 0. So to work out how close you are to getting to a vacuum, check the furthest tile, not the closest one, because that doesn't tell you anything. So 160 grams. Just going to kill this again. I'm just really keen to not waste steel. Not that, well, I say not that we're going to be short of it. We might be. But we're going to need so much steel for this. We're going to need well over 100 tons of steel. Probably need more than 200. So the amount of steel we're going to need is crazy. We do have loads of fossil on the map, which is great, because that's going to help with the lime. But the iron could be the limiting factor. We'll get rocket missions going with that. In fact, I should probably think about adding another rocket. And also working out what's going on here. Okay, so Starless Bubbles is going for that. What I could do is just dig across and make this a flat area. I think that's quite a sensible way of doing it. We just do that. I'll do that and let Bubbles do it, and then all of this area will fall down. And we can put a rocket platform in here and put another petroleum rocket, which will put a drill cone on. Because we're going to need that to get the fullerene, I think. Unless we go to the water planet. We could just go to the water planet, but either way we'll need another rocket, so we'll provision for that. How are we doing? It's still overheating, that one. I don't know why that one's overheating. Odd. Left one isn't. Tell you what, just disable auto repair. Let's leave it. The left one's doing all the work anyway, because it's close to the gas. So we're down to 37, counting. Just give that a couple of minutes. Still building up here, which is good. Just do that. So we're almost done with this, to be honest, which is pretty good. Spilled a lot of oil down here. Zombie spores in it. I think the the zombie spores was the thing that's driving the traffic to the germs and diseases video. Seem to be a lot of people on YouTube searching for zombie spores, for oxygen not included, and probably disappointed to find out what it actually does when they get told. Doesn't cause any zombies, just makes -10 of all attributes. They should add some kind of actual thing in that. my understanding was that there's some original patches where the diseases were much more potent. Slime lung was basically lethal. So, and then people, well, I don't know if it was people or the devs, but they found it. It was just a pain trying to manage it. It made the game a bit unfun, so they nerfed them to where the diseases are today. But the diseases currently are so weak that there's pretty much nothing you can't deal with. So the zombie tubes are nice. Well, the radioactive ones. There are there tubes that give out radioactivity? I think there are, aren't there? I know there's ones that consume it to make calories. Can't remember if there's one that makes it as well. But I don't think it's a lot, so it's kind of like, yeah. Why bother? Intervals. Take the food. I'm slightly worried that my food production is it's not keeping up. Feels like, or maybe it's just about keeping. I mean, we haven't run out, so you know that's good. But I'd like this to be slightly higher than 30,000, even though that's 2 days worth of food. Anyway, we'll do that. Yep. So. Come on, we're almost there. There's always a slowest bit. Okay, we're down to 3 grams, so that's great. This is pumping out, and once this is going, we can we should just sweep that. Sweep that, and then we can build this back in, and we can probably, I mean, we can turn it on now, to be honest. They're so... Oh, hold on. Gotta get that out first. Yeah. So there's so little gas in here that the heat transfer wouldn't be an issue. What we should probably do then as well is prime this. To say, so we had that at 500. So just to turn it on, I'm going to manually simulate it by flipping the toggle. And then I'll set it back to the correct setting once the magma's in. Let's see, so that will quickly come up to well over 400. Down to 1 gram. And then this will just turn this oil into petroleum. And once we've got a stable volume here, we can turn the full line back on. Yeah, Kamado, I don't know if you probably, I don't know if you saw it when it was running, but this is running perfectly. This length of tubing, piping, is perfect length. It's 399. There's 2 different radioactive traits for dupes. You think eat radiation and produce radiation, yeah. So the produce radiation one's affected by its one. You must build a hospital in that case. Yeah, so well, I'll show you this when it's up and running. I just know, funnily enough, the hospital basically does nothing. I checked it out. They're so you don't need the hospital to use any of the hospital buildings. They give you a message if they're outside a hospital, but they still work. It was used just for quarantining dupes, but it's just not really an issue. So yeah, sorry, I always fear this this bit of the stream's too slow, just because I'm just sitting here waiting for this to build and waiting for that to pump out. We've been doing that for a little while. I hope it's not boring. I'm trying to keep everyone engaged, keep talking through it, explain out my thought process. I do need to do some. I need to do some more long form guides. So the plan was I did the all achievement run kind of guides to cycle 100. I'd like to try and do a beginner's guide playthrough. Try and I have to have a careful think about how I do that, and also, and I probably need to do an all achievements run. Full stop. And I have got all the achievements, although I'm a bit miffed because the space archaeology one didn't trigger on Steam, even though I got it in game. So that bugged out on me. Bit annoying. Okay, all right. So all this has flashed. Yeah, it definitely seems to be pushing some through when it's flashing. It's a bit annoying. We need to mop that up to get that gas out. Oh, someone's just followed. Thank you very much. I know my stream alerts. I seem to have this problem constantly. Because I've checked it and the stream alert test works. But then when someone follows, I get the music, but I don't get the notification. I don't know how to fix it. Kamatha, have you got any ideas how to fix it? Thank you to whoever did subscribe. Did follow. Appreciate that very much. But yeah, my follow notifications aren't happy. Shooting Streamlabs. Well, I have to do some more checking. But I keep checking the test ones and they work fine. Got no idea. All right. Whereas I might ask see if I can ask Starless. He was in here earlier. I don't know if he's popped back out, but yeah. That UT gamer guy? That's not UT gamer guy. I don't know. But yes, thank you. you got the piano sound. I just didn't get the. I got a little firework thingy going, and it should a bit disappointing. It's good. Yeah, you didn't set anything, but you get the notification in the chat. I'm not getting notifications in the chat. Is that something I can enable somewhere? I need to work this out. Are you using a bot, or is there some inbuilt Twitch setting that you change for that? But yeah, UT Gaming Guy, if you want to join in the colony, I'll happily give you a dupe. Just name one of the martyrs. Oh, who's fleeing? No, go away. Injure everyone. And thanks for hopping in. So, oh, come on. Okay, we're down to milligrams still, not micrograms. You didn't set it. Yeah, okay. I don't know. So I'm still learning this whole Twitch, YouTube stuff. It's a learning curve, isn't it? No one tells you how to use these things. You try and find videos and stuff, but you have specific problems. Just double checking my lovely infinite bathroom. Have a video on that too. That's a neat video. So we're down to 12 milligrams. It's really slowing up now. Okay, well we're just gonna let it run. We're still building up here. So much building to do. This game's just going to be building. But hopefully, like I was saying before, all of this debacle happened. I'm going to get rid of that. Otherwise I can't build the liquid up. Yeah, before all that, this complete mess with the petroleum boiler, I'm trying to get the industrial brick going. We get some petroleum generators up. We'll get the food going, and then they'll get so many slicksters that I can just I can feed everyone and take on like another 20 dupes, and then all the strip mining and building and everything will be way quicker. So hopefully we should accelerate, and this petroleum boiler is kind of key to all of that. I don't know why this is vacuuming so slowly now though. This is really bad. I mean, it's pulling out so little. Could stick another gas pump in down here. Just don't know if that's overkill. By the time I build it, it'll probably be finished anyway. So we're down into the micrograms, 5 milligrams, 4 milligrams. Yeah. No, but appreciate everyone that's in, whether you're in the chat or not, just lurking. I think a lot of the only viewers tend to be quite quiet. I've definitely been in streams of, more than 10, 20, 30 people, and I think most of the people just like to watch. I don't know. I do the same. I think Oni is definitely a game that you can kind of almost put on in the background as well. You can get on some other stuff. Particularly when I'm at work as well, I just put Oni on in the background, and a bit difficult to chat when you're doing it like that. So, well, that's fine. Appreciate everyone that pops in, whether they're active or not in the chat. Ooh, oh, come on. We're down to 2. I really want to get this back up and going again. Because I need to get the space missions up. Although it's not really slowing anything down because this has been the main construction project. In the time that we've fixed the petroleum boiler, they've almost finished it. When I say finished, I haven't put the automation settings. So what I should do is just do the logic. I'm gonna have to bring it up. So I'm gonna need way more metal, or aren't I? I can see this issue coming. So what I was going to do is some conveyor rails. So the way this works is to shut off. I'll probably just use the snapshot tool to copy and paste this. So the shut off comes in there. There needs to be a loader. I could put the loader here and then the sweeper here. This all needs to be made out of steel because it's going to be hot. Probably easy to go that way. Then the logic is that this comes out here, and there'll be a critter sensor here that activates this. So if there's 8 or more, it'll just loop round. Sorry, if there's 8 or more, it'll dump, and if there's less than 8, it'll keep them. So the dumping tower is going to be here, and then I need a conveyor chute here. This is really compact. I need a critter sensor in here as well. Can that be lead? Yeah, it can be lead, so we'll make it lead. And we need a timer sensor. Was I using a timer or a cycle? I think I just used a timer. Now, automation wise, so the way I did it is this controls the shut off, the critter sensor, and the timer sensor controls the auto sweeper. It'll be a bit clearer when when it's actually up and working. So then I just do a copy paste, and because a lot of the stuff's already in there, it'll just copy the automation stuff. Although I could have selected the automation filter on the snapshot tool, but I didn't. So we'll get that up and going. Luckily there's loads of lead everywhere, I think, up here, so pretty nearby. And come on, it's a couple of 100 micrograms. Oh no, this is overheating as well now. Okay, I didn't really build that. Got some principles. Just take the arbitrary, because yeah, I haven't really done any arbitrary farming, to be honest. Either in this game or in any other playthroughs. I don't tend to like doing arbitraries. I find them a bit of a pain. I saw Kamado, you were doing a large arbitrary plantation and 1 million pips, so it seemed interesting, but I've never really gone in for it. I know it's a bit difficult to make more arbor seeds. That's still overheating. Oh, that's that copper. Oops. I thought this was steel. Why have I run out of steel? Oh my! I've run out of steel because of all of this automation stuff with steel. Whoops. Okay. Anyway, we'll just repair. Let's repair. Right, let's just cop up. And we're so close now, down to the last 100 micrograms. Come on. We turn it back on. Oh yeah, none of this powered, so that was the other issue. How much? Ah, okay, so I haven't done the conveyor rails. So I've just done that, because eventually... Pause to save, right. Essentially that. And we'll do some more conveyor rails. So I can do a quick explainer on how this works. Once it's up and running, it's always easier to talk with a moving system rather than a principle. Missed a few words. Are you talking about the fish trick? No, I was talking about fish. It's just setting up the conveyor rail system in here. But I was talking about your arbitrary plantations. I know you did some quite impressive scale arbitrary farming. That's just saying that that's something that I don't normally do. Well, it's interesting. But if that was your first, that was your first forest start, 'cause if it was, that's pretty good going to do that. Right, I'm just thinking we need that pitch pump there, so we can liquid lock this in. We'll sort all this out. We've used up all of our steel building this automation, so is that, are we down on? Yeah, we're down on iron. No, we're down on carbon. Okay, carbon's the issue. Easily solved. Let's put some more in there. For the coal levels, coal levels are a bit dubious. I hope we don't run out of coal, but there's loads of space POIs that give coal or refined carbon directly, so. Okay, actually these two pumps should be done, I think, because it's so the pressure's so low that it's just deleting itself off the tile. It's cool. So you just wait and it'll just kind of, it's dripping out into here and then disappearing. Well, this 14's going down, down, down. So this vacuum will just work its way right to left. So what's happening is small pockets of gases are actually spilling out, just being deleted because they're too small. That's it, come on. 5. Get that built. That's it, excellent. So that's vacuum. I'm just going to start it up, to be honest. I think I'm ready to go. I'm probably going to get some... Yeah, it's cool enough. Right, we're up and running. Come on, there we're going. Get this back up and going. I just have to be a little careful because I'm just going to double check that this is actually vacuum sealing though as well. But it's this isn't hot enough because the counterflow is not fully up, so I'm not actually going to be able to work out. But I think it's isolated now. I mean, it should. I was saying you use 29 wild arbitraries for ethanol and petroleum during transit. Yeah, see 29 arbitraries for one petroleum generator. That's just a bit crazy because this thing runs 5 petroleum generators. It's just like so efficient. Okay, but once this spills over, the counterflow will start working again, and then this will get way more efficient. Actually, okay, it's spilling over now, so our input temperature should shoot up from 220 to 399 again, and then this door can open a lot more because we're pulling way less heat from the rock. Great. Okay, awesome. And is that now pumping a little bit of petroleum? Awesome. Yeah, so there's petroleum coming out. Excellent. We fixed everything. We fixed it, Commander. Probably took me half an hour or something, but you know, we fixed it. In the meantime, we're building this up. Just wondering how to do this power-wise. Do I still have... Yeah, okay, so I should have more copper ore now. 7,000? Where did I use it? Oh, I used it all on the... This just uses tons and tons of copper ore, these conveyor rails. Cool, but that's all the conveyor railing I need, so I just need to dig. I need lots of resources. But we'll build that. Are these stables? These are stables, the 96 tiles. So we'll just finish building, and then power-wise, I think one conductive wire in here. I can just put a steel transformer. If I've got any steel left. Oh, we're on steel. We're going to run out of iron again. Need to keep going because it's still at 0. So basically means we've got more committed than they're actually producing. This seems to be stable now. So 400 degrees. Well, if this gets to 403, we'll get some heat damage. Yeah, okay. So we'll just insulate this one. It was working fine before. Okay. Yeah, we're going to get some breakage now, but it should just break into petroleum. And this is now correctly insulated. I'm slightly concerned that this door's still changing temperature. Is there... As long as it's... As long as it's changing temperature with the top tile and the bottom tile, we should be fine. Never built petroleum boiler yet, but... Oh yeah. You've got a good example, so... Oh, come on! Fix this, guys. Yeah, this is how to fill your base with a sour gas boiler unintentionally. I will build sour gas boilers, that's the plan. So this boiler is really just to get us to the late game. Did I actually get enough petroleum out? No? I think I probably did. Oh, but I guess my mush bars are all gone, aren't they? So, yeah, all the mush bars are gone. We'll build... Make another mush bars, and we'll set those to rocket fuel. Oh, come on. Okay, so this is overheating. This is still pulling heat through. I don't... I think this is bugged. I don't know what's going on. Because it's still... This is still pulling too much heat. Fix this, please. Yeah, I mean, this is way too hot in here. Okay, alright, we're stabilised. Stabilised. Okay, and it's broken again. This is 430. That's 480. I'm confused as to the heat transfer here. This shouldn't be transferring heat this way. Problem is it's too hot. And it's still increasing in heat, in temperature. Why? Oh, because this... I'm confused. Neither of the steel inside that touches petroleum. It's four... Yeah, this is probably what's causing the issue, but I don't understand why the heat transfers so much. So this is just cooling, but it's just flowing hot, really hot petroleum back down. I don't know how this got to 480, that's the thing. There's still heat. Heat from here is still getting into this chamber. So that this is still transferring heat even though this door's open. 100%. Yeah, it doesn't make any sense to me. There's no pipes, there's no bridges, there's no wires. There's nothing from here to here. No, powering the door won't make any difference. The issue is that the door is transferring heat in a vacuum. That's crazy. I don't get it. How can we redesign this? Maybe it's something to do with the corners. What we should do is that. I'm going to pump this out because this is all just going to flash if we'll turn that off. So we'll drain the petroleum out, and we'll... That's it. gonna have to play around with this. I think Overwatch might be easier. Oh dear. Oh, whoops, this is still on. Let's turn it off. Okay. Alright, so, I'll, ooh, shovels or hatches? Let's take the shovels for the food. Food's a bit low. How are we doing on Virgo? Mush bar, 1400, is that all we've made? Seems very slow. Oh great, the pump's overheating now as well. Oh jeez. Right. Yeah, I mean it should be going in the storage anyway, so the storage should be fine. It says the infinite storage is working. Only got 1 kilo per tile. Just hope it doesn't get too hot actually, but it shouldn't do. I don't know. I'm gonna try. I wonder if it's coming through this tile. That could be the thing, but then that's just. Oh, there's a corner issue going on. So I'm gonna swap this out. I'm gonna put another row of steel and move this up one. Basically. See if that fixes it, and then put put that in one higher. That in like that. Okay. Right, so this is going to be the fixing the petroleum boiler stream. Oh dear. What a disaster. Right, we got enough mush bars? Yeah, cool. So, let's launch. We launch. Off we go, Catalina. And research-wise, I think we should be... Okay, we're still doing the materials research. That seems very slow. Why is no one... Oh, apply? No, I don't have an errand here. It's full of red balls. This broken as well? Just no errands. Okay, we'll rebuild that. I don't know what's going on. Everything's just going weird this game. Let's check out next, accidentally prioritise some stuff. Okay. So fortunately this pump's been able to get most of this out. I don't know why this is stalling though. This is stalling. Shouldn't be. 1400, 1400. It's hard to gauge how much is actually in there because it keeps going all over the place. But we've pumped that down to a good level, so. Oh, I might have a steel problem. I'm still going on with the steel. I don't know how much I've committed. Does it say in here? Yeah, total reserved amount left 0. Suppose I could cancel some of these. I don't know how much I've had this. How much of these have had steel delivered? Construction errands. Oh well, we'll keep building. So we need to get in here too. Okay. So we'll put the metal in here. We'll put the door above it. Yeah, it shouldn't do the corner transfer heat. You're right, Kamalo, but it also shouldn't transfer heat in a vacuum, and it is. So this point is out the window. And we won't worry about what it should do. We'll worry about what it is doing. Awesome, right. So for some reason I had to rebuild the material study terminal, which is, useful. There you go. Done it.